a 12-year-old girl with blacked-out teeth, metal studs glued to her face, and a look in her eyes that screams she has seen way too much for her age. While the world watches in horror, her mother is counting the checks and her father is treating her like his latest fashion accessory. Is North West a rising star, or is she the most high-profile case of child exploitation we have ever seen in the digital age? The internet is officially begging Kourtney Kardashian to step in and save her niece from a lifestyle that looks less like a childhood and more like a fever dream. This isn't just about a rebellious phase. This is about the total erasure of a childhood in exchange for clout, and the details emerging from North's bizarre EP launch party are enough to make anyone's skin crawl. Welcome to GlamExposed, where we strip away the filters to show you what's really happening in the hills. Today we are diving deep into the disturbing transformation of North West. We are looking at the heavy metal aesthetics, the questionable goth influence, and why fans are terrified that Kim and Kanye are repeating the same toxic cycles that broke them. North West was born into a level of fame that most adults couldn't handle. From the moment she could walk, she was front row at Paris Fashion Week. But lately, things have taken a sharp, dark turn. At just 12 years old, North has transitioned from the adorable kid we saw on TikTok to a full-blown brand. She recently debuted her first EP, and while most kids her age are worrying about middle school drama or sports practice, North is holding high-budget release parties surrounded by industry veterans and social media vultures. But it's the aesthetic that has everyone talking. At her recent pop-up event, North appeared with what looked like under-eye piercings and hair adorned with sharp metal studs. She wore grills that made her teeth appear blacked out, creating a look that many described as satanic or disturbing. It wasn't just a costume. She was signing autographs with the practiced ease of a 30-year-old veteran. Watching a 12-year-old navigate a room of flashing lights and adoring fans with that level of detachment is haunting. Where is the play? Where is the innocence? It seems Kim and Kanye have decided that North is ready for the world. But is the world ready for what they're turning her into? The timeline of this dark transition didn't happen overnight. It started with North being pushed into the spotlight on Kim's social media. Then came the music video appearances. Fans pointed out that while Kim was an adult when Kris Jenner started managing her career, North is still a literal child. The pressure is mounting. We've seen reports that Kim was devastated when Anna Wintour allegedly rejected the idea of North attending the Met Gala. Why is a mother so desperate to have her preteen child at an event notorious for its adult themes and high-pressure environment? It feels like a competition with Beyoncé's daughter, Blue Ivy, but there's a massive difference in how those two children are being presented to the world. And then there's Kanye, the man who once went through a radical religious transformation and claimed he wanted his family to live a clean life, is now right there, front and center, at these bizarre launch parties. He was spotted at the event alongside his new wife, Bianca Censori, who was surprisingly covered up for once. But even their presence felt calculated. It felt like they were riding the wave of their daughter's edgy new image to maintain their own relevance. Kanye has always been obsessed with concepts, but is his own daughter now just another concept he's trying to sell? The deeper analysis reveals a much more sinister side to this Hollywood machine. When you look at the people North is being exposed to, it becomes genuinely terrifying. One of the most shocking details involving North's circle is the presence of individuals with disturbing backgrounds. There are reports of a local rapper and internet personality known as Little Mara, making comments on North's social media, referring to a 12-year-old as his future wife. This is a person with a documented history of legal issues involving minors. Why is North's security or management allowing her to even be in the same digital or physical orbit as these people? Kim claims to be a protective mother, yet she's constantly distracted by her own high-profile flings or business ventures. Who is actually watching North when the cameras aren't rolling? The contrast between North and her cousins is impossible to ignore. While North is being styled like a heavy metal rock star with blacked-out teeth, her cousin Penelope Disick is living a life that actually looks like a 13-year-old's. Fans have been praising Kourtney Kardashian for allowing Penelope to have a clean, age-appropriate aesthetic. Penelope is into horses, simple fashion, and hanging out with her friends. The juxtaposition is jarring. On one hand, you have Kourtney, who is often criticized for being boring or unproductive, but whose children actually seem to have a childhood. On the other hand, you have Kim, who is building an empire but arguably sacrificing her daughter's development to do it. Is it any wonder the public is begging Kourtney to intervene? Let's talk about the music itself. Rolling Stone gave North's EP a 4-star review. Think about that for a second. A 4-star review for a 5-track project by a 12-year-old. The industry is already calling it dazzling and impressive, regardless of her pedigree. But is it talent or is it propaganda? Many critics and fans who actually listened to the tracks called it a rough listen, filled with samples and Kanye-coded production that leaves very little room for North's actual voice. It feels like the industry is being paid to validate a child's hobby, as if it's a legendary debut. When we start lying to children about their genius just because of who their parents are, we aren't helping them. We are setting them up for a massive identity crisis. There was a moment during a recent live stream that perfectly captured the disconnect. North began asking viewers for gifts or money, which is a common feature on TikTok lives. Kim immediately panicked, telling her to stop because we have plenty of money. You could see the embarrassment on Kim's face. She realized for a split second how it looked to have the daughter of billionaires begging for digital pennies. It was a glimpse into North's reality. She is being raised in a world where everything is a transaction, where attention is the only currency that matters. So, what does this mean for the future of Hollywood? We are watching the birth of a new kind of mega nepo baby. This isn't just someone getting a movie role because of their dad. This is a child being engineered to be a cultural icon before she even hits puberty. The consequences of this kind of exposure are well documented in Hollywood history. We've seen what happens to child stars who are pushed too hard and too fast. They often reach a breaking point in their late teens or early 20s because they never had a foundation of normalcy. What comes next for North West? If this trajectory continues, we can expect more shocking fashion choices, more edgy music, and more public appearances that blur the lines between childhood and adulthood. There are rumors of North being groomed for a massive fashion line and even more musical collaborations with big names. But at what cost? The public's concern isn't just hate, it's a genuine reaction to seeing a child being used as a billboard. The question remains, will someone in that family finally put their foot down? Will Kourtney Kardashian actually step in? Or is the Kardashian machine too powerful for even a sister to stop? We are witnessing the ultimate social experiment, and the subject is a young girl who didn't choose this life. She was born into the light, but her parents seem determined to drag her into the shadows for the sake of the aesthetic. Hollywood is a place where glamour often masks a very dark reality. In the case of North West, the mask is literally being painted on her face. As viewers, we have to ask ourselves, are we supporting her talent, or are we complicit in her exploitation? The truth behind the GlamExposed is that fame is a hungry beast, and right now, it's being fed a 12-year-old girl. The studs might be fake, and the piercings might be glued on, but the impact on North's life is very, very real. While Kim and Kanye continue to build their monuments of ego, their eldest daughter is navigating a world she isn't equipped for. We can only hope that before the darkness becomes her permanent reality, someone remembers that she is still just a child. But in the world of the Kardashians, being a child is often the least important job you have. The show must go on, and North West is currently the lead actress in a drama she never auditioned for. One thing is certain, the world is watching, and the more bizarre the launch parties get, the louder the calls for help will become. Whether anyone is listening is a different story entirely. For now, the GlamExposed truth is simple. The most expensive grills in the world can't hide the fact that a childhood is being lost in real time. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over.